Hello and welcome back to the channel. Glad you could join me on Wednesday, October the 15th. What if your next Mac doesn't just run your apps? It thinks for itself. Apple already dropped the hint. Here's how leaks plus logic point to a future where Mac becomes AI.
Welcome to Lone Wolf 368 for all your tech, music, and news items. Join the ever-increasing wolf pack and be part of the community.
Apple is known for secrecy, but in the AI era, silence itself is a clue. They just rolled out Apple Intelligence, built into iPhone, iPad, and Mac, allowing on-device AI models, smarter systems, and stronger privacy. What we're watching now, whether Apple folds that into truly AI native Mac, not just a computer with smart features. In this video we'll unpack the leak signs, the engineering logic and the risks of an AI Mac. Let's start with the breadcrumbs. Apple has left us. Apple Intelligence on-device models. Apple now gives developers access to the on-device foundation model for building local AI features across its devices. macOS Tahoe 2.6.1 beta and Model Context Protocol hints. In the latest dev betas, there's groundwork for third-party model integration and more advanced data pipelines. Tahoe as the last Intel-compatible macOS. Going forward, Macs will be exclusively Apple Silicon. Strong signal. They want full control over the stack, hardware plus AI. Rumours suggest that new Macs with advanced AI performance will arrive in 2025-2026. Their public materials also emphasise that Apple Intelligence works with privacy at every step. None of these prove an AI Mac yet, but together they assemble a pattern. Apple is building the pieces needed for a Mac that's more than a computer. Now let's talk how such a Mac might be built with technical pieces must slot into place. The Mac would need a dedicated AI hardware block, processing unit or upgraded neural engine, optimized for reasoning, not just inference. It would enable local reasoning, fast decision loops, and offload mundane tasks from the CPU, GPU. Beyond running prompts, the Mac must host agentic models, ones that can plan, chain tasks, and make decisions over time. Apple already uses a foundation model plus server model hybrid strategy. Models would need to be quantized, optimized, and perhaps modular so different tasks run on separate submodels. The Mac would need robust pipelines to safely expose under data to the AI, likely via protocols like Model Context Protocol or similar. These interfaces must guard privacy. Apple will likely put privacy filters, sandboxing and user controls between the AI and your data. The AI Mac must adapt over time, not static models. That means real-time feedback for your usage, optional local fine-tuning or behavioural tuning. But Apple will almost certainly limit full model updates to server-side pushes to prevent runaway behaviour. There will be no need to override modes, safe mode, fallbacks or user control domains. Apple design ethics suggests AI features will gradually layer over classic Mac OS, not replace it abruptly. What does AI Mac feel like in daily use? Let me paint a few possible scenarios. You're drafting a paper, the Mac notices a data inconsistency, fetches references, suggests revised structure, and says, "Hey, your intro is weak, here's a rewrite." You ask, "Plan my week for me." The Mac schedule opens your calendar, drafts emails, open relevant spreadsheets, all without manual taps. The Mac reorganizes your files, preloads apps you're likely to need, migrates caches based on your workflow, all in the background. You try a risky command, delete a folder. The Mac says that folder has dependency in 3 projects, confirm action. The AI Mac could coordinate with your iPhone, iPad, Vision hardware, anticipating what device you'll need next and prepping data. These are speculative, but rooted in how agentic systems tend to work. But there's a double edge to any AI Mac. AI needing deep data access is a red flag. How do you prevent misuse or overreach? Apple's touted privacy-first stance will be under strain. Real-time reasoning models is resource-intensive. The balance between battery life, thermal constraints and performance is critical. If the AI starts acting outside your expectations, will users trust it? How do you debug or override decisions it's made? Apple's ecosystems gives an advantage, but also a risk. This could further lock users in. Will similar Macs only work well if your devices are Apple's? AI models are imperfect, mistakes, bias, hallucinations. These risks scale when the model has agency over the system. So here's where I land. Apple's secret plan for an AI Mac is probably stealth mode now. Building hardware plus protocols plus gradual AI embedding. The launch of the Mac as thinking machine might come in stages. Step 1, deeper AI features in the Mac OS. Step 2, hardware enhancements. Step 3, fully agentic layer introduced as optional but privileged. And step 4, gradual default AI mode Mac. My prediction, the first AI Mac gets unveiled 2026-2027. Not as a radical reboot, but as a premium model that becomes standard over time. The Mac you know may soon evolve from a tool you use to partner you with, interact with. This is the next frontier in personal computing. If you've liked this content, please give me a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the ever-growing Wolfpack. Take care of one another, and I'll catch you on the next one.